Good morning, Rohan. Good morning, Elroy. Good morning, Akshay. Good morning, Aditya. Good morning, Chandrasekhar. Good morning, Rahul. Good morning, Siddesh. Good morning, Shreyash. Shubha Saka, Adesh. Good morning, Aryan. Good morning, Sid. Good morning, Vedant. Am I audible? As usual or something better? Thank you, Vedant. Thank you, Chandrasekhar. Okay, fine. Good, that's good. So I will just recap and probably then we will consider the two-way communication. So what we have considered in last session. So yesterday we were going through the some of the part which we had started before yesterday's session, and that was the 6 different schools or the 6 schools of Indian philosophy. That was a point. So already Sakya Darshana, Yog Darshana, Nyaya Darshana and Vaisheshika Darshana were considered. So yesterday we have again started from this particular point by considering Vaisheshika Darshana, which was founded by Uluka Kannada, and its script text is the Vaisheshika Sutra. Then Mimamsa, particularly Purva Mimamsa and Uttar Mimamsa. So Purva Mimamsa was founded by Jaimini, right? And its text is Purva Mimamsa Sutra. And the last one is Uttar Mimamsa, which is also called as Vedanta, right? So Badrayana and is founded by Badrayana, and then it's a Brahma Sutra text, right? So which we can consider. Now, geographical area, if you consider of the Vedic culture period, right? So there were the names, some of the names in the Rig Veda. So these names were clearly giving idea of the geographical area. So what these names? Categories you can consider: the rivers are there, oceans are there, and mountains are there, right? So this is the case you can always consider. So there was a Nadi Sukta Hyman, which is mentioning the rivers, which includes Ganga and Kubha, that is Kabul, right? So east and west part, and that would be the case you will be always considering. So Aryans have confirmed in the area called the Sapta Sindhu, which is called or which is considered as 7 rivers. So Sapta Sindhu stands for 7 rivers. Fine. So where the survival of or the living of the Aryans was confirmed. And these names or these 7 rivers you can consider their Rigvedic names as well as their modern names. And later on you may consider their regions, so where they were, right? So that would be the case. Fine. So Sindhu, Vitasta, Asikani, Vipas, Parushani, Sutudri, Saraswati, these were the Rigvedic names. Now correspond to each of these we can consider. So Sindhu corresponds to Indus. Vitastata, modern name is Jhelum. Asikani, modern name is Chenab. Rigvedic name of Vipas, Rigvedic name Vipas, its modern name is Vyas. Parushani, its modern name is Ravi. Rigvedic name Sutudri, which is having modern name as Satlas, and Saraswati, Saraswati. So among these 7 rivers, 6 rivers are in Punjab, right, and 1 in Rajasthan. This is the case you can always consider about Sapta Sindhu or 7 rivers, region of the 7 rivers, right. Further, in this particular point or in this context, you had a Dasrajan war, right? So there was Dasrajan war, that is the battle of 10 kings. So which was against the Sudas. So Sudas were Bharata king, right, of the Tritus family. So they fought on bank of Ravi. They fought on bank of Ravi. So Sudas have emerged as victorious. Sudas emerged as the victorious. Fine. So that is the case you can always consider. Fine. So there were 10 kings which you can consider as Purus, Yadus, Turvasas, Anus, Dhruyus, Alinas, Vaktas, Bhalanas, Sibis, and Vishnins. So these were the 10 different kings. Now, the next point you can consider, which was related to the polity, right? So the basis of the political organization as well as social organization was the Kula. So Kul stands for family. You know, its head was considered as Kulapa, right? Whenever there was a group of such families or Kulas which forms Gram, called village, whose head was Gramani. Then a group of Gram forms Vis, called clan, right, which is known as whose head was known as Vispati. When a group of clan comes together, they form Jan, which is people, and its head was considered as Gopa. Or you can consider Gopati. Fine. So that is the case you will be having. When such group of such janas comes together, then they form Rashtra, which stands for country. And the head of Rashtra is Rajan or the king. So the form of government in this period was patriarchal nature. That was further that was again as the monarchy, right? So monarchy was the normal kind of government, but that doesn't mean everywhere was only monarchy. At some places non-monarchical polities were also there. So after king or Rajan, the Purohita, also known as domestic priest, was the first ranking official. So Purohita was performing as the king's preceptor, friend, philosopher, even sometimes as a guide. Other than Purohita, some other important royal officials were there, and these officials contain 2 things called Senani and Gramani. So Senani is chief of army, or you can consider army chief, and Gramani is the head of village. And then next you can consider the army, which consisted foot soldiers and charioteers. So the weapons made of wood, stone, bone, or metal. The arrow tip points were poisoned. In that duration, the king had religious duties. So king was the upholder of the order and moral rules. And there were some of the assemblies, namely Sabha, Samiti, Vidat, and Gan. So among these, the Sabha and Samiti was the popular. Sabha and Samiti was popular. Right. So the committee, Sabha was the committee of the privileged and important individuals. So Sabha and Samiti had acted to check the arbitrary rules of king. Later on among these two, Sabha was functioned as the court of justice. Right. Again, during this time period, the prevalent crime were considered as theft, burglary, stealing of cattle, and cheating. And for that, the people were get punished. Right. So that was the case you can always consider. I think we have started the society. So in the society, if you consider, there were 4 varnas. As far as society is concerned, there were 4 varnas called Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. So Brahmanas were the teachers or priests, Kshatriyas were the rulers and administrators, Vaishyas were the farmers, bankers, and merchants, Shudras were the laborers. Right. So these 4 varnas were depending on the ability and liking of an individual. So it was not hereditary, right? So heredity was not in there in the occupation, right? So the son of the teacher or the next generation of teacher will be teacher. No, it was not. Depending on the ability and liking of the next generation, it would be either of in these 4 varnas. Right. So varnas were, as I said, according to liking and the ability, right? And it is not hereditary. Right. So this is what we have considered in yesterday's session. Fine. Now, okay. So now we can open it for both-way communication. Rather, every day we try to have a both-way communication, but today we will be having formally both-way communication. Right. So that would be the case. Okay. Come as you wish.
Ask the questions. Ask the questions, doubts, topics which you want to know from the sir. Anything else in the previous session, any part? It's a remedial class. You know that. You get the timetable from me every time, and that timetable told you the remedial class schedule also. Hello.
There are 22 participants apart from me and Rushikesh sir. So are you all there or only me and Rushikesh sir is there? And everyone had just allowed your phone to attend this session, isn't it?
I'm creating notice for them, sir, to their parents.
Okay, fine. So Vedant and Siddesh, thank you for your response. Aditya, thank you. Yes, Aryan. That's great. Yes, Rahul. Thank you, Roshan. Thank you, Sid. Thank you, Chandrasekhar. Thank you, Shreyash. So, yes, Vedant. Yes, Pratham. Okay, that's a good thing. I think Adesh, right? Yes, Adesh. So, question is that what is mint or what is meaning of literary sources? Fine. Now, uh, see, in this particular case, whenever you want to have some of the evidences, and obviously, as this question was related to ancient India, right? So, ancient India, you can consider uh, something 5,000 years ago, around at least 4,000 years ago, right? What we can consider, right? Or 5,000 years ago. So, why you would be believing in 5,000 years ago's evidences or the things? And as you know, there was another point which we can consider, that the Vedas or some of these kinds of literatures were transferred generation to generation by Shrut, right? By hearing only, right? That is called the mouth word, right? Or mouth of word. Fine. So you must be always requiring, or you will be always tending to have a solid evidences. And obviously, in order to have solid evidences, you will be considering archaeological test. But you know, again, 5,000 years back, there was no archaeological test. Though through 300 years ago or more than 250 years ago, you have started doing archaeological surveys or archaeological tests, right? So that would be the case you can consider. But apart from this, there were some of the literatures, right? Apart from archaeological surveys, there were some of the literatures, right? So now you have two different literatures at your hands. Uh, at one hand, okay. So you have now two different evidences, archaeological and literary, right? Suppose if you could come to know about that particular evidence through the point of view of archaeology, still can you get something related to it in the literature, right? Or in the form of writing? So answer to your question here is that whatever may be the literature have written, so that literature may be in the form of biography, we can consider, right? Which is called prasansa or stuti, right? So in those days, so which was always written about only that particular king, whatever he had done, right? What he had done only through the point of view of prasansa. So that would be the one aspect. Second aspect, obviously, there might be some of the letters, आपण त्याला खलिते म्हणूया, so official letters, right? हे काही इतके जुने नाही, but maybe in the medieval history you can consider. So whatever written in the form of, so writing not necessarily on the paper, right? Or not only on these kinds of things, but also the writing in, or whatever may be written on the coins or inscriptions, right? Or pillars. So these were different kinds of edicts, right? So some of the edicts must have written on some kind of things. If someone have seen the movies like Mohenjo-daro, right? So whenever you want to enter into that particular nagar, so you must have to have a gold coin. So that gold coin must have written something, right? So that is the case you can always consider as literary. So literary or the literature is always telling you about the the sort of information, but that doesn't guarantee you that it was only like that, right? Unless and until you confirm it with the help of archaeology, right? You cannot only rely only on the literary sources, right? So that would be the case. You will be always consider. Next question is who are Aryans, right? Now, as far as India is concerned, right? If you consider how the civilization must have started, right? So very first civilization, if you consider, which was considered as the Indus civilization or the Harappan civilization. So civilization is nothing but civilization comprises the people. So that particular people or the people in that particular civilization were termed as Aryans. Now next question comes in, that is from where they have come. So there might be different kinds of sources, right? So there was actually a controversy in this, that they have come from that side, right? They have come from Arctic region, they have come from Eurasian, that is from the region between the Russia and Europe. They have come from Europe, particularly from Germany. Some are saying that they have come from the Central Asia, right? So that was the case. So it is mostly believed, it is believed by most of these scholars that Aryans have migrated from the Central Asia. And another opinion here, that they are native of this land. They haven't migrated from anywhere. They have emerged here only, right? So that would be the case. So Aryans, the people who are in the Indus civilization or the Harappan civilization, called the Aryans. Next one is, who is the first person to start writing of history, and when was its writing started, right? So who is this? Aditya. So Aditya, probably you must have missed very first what we can consider session. Anyway, so in that case, we have considered what is the history, which is nothing but the study of past. And then the English word history was derived from the Greek word called historia. So historia stands for the research or inquiry or investigation, right? So whenever you acquire a knowledge through investigation is known as historia. That is what about historia. Now your question, right? So here you can consider the Herodotus, the Greek historian, right? Herodotus, who was the Greek historian, right? So he was the first real historian of the world, you can consider. And he had written a book on history called the Histories, right? And it was written in BC 430. BC 430. Is it visible what I am writing? 8th August.
Sir, there is no notebook on your screen, sir.
Just a minute. So I was seeing the question papers. Fine. Sorry, questions. Now it is, I think, visible. So what was the question was about the first one, right? So you know the Herodotus. Herodotus. Fine. Right. So Herodotus, the Histories. So this is the first book, right? And next question is, when did it started, right? When did it start writing? So it was 430 BC. Fine. So the histories in 430 BC, right? So this is what about, I think, Aditya's. Yes, Aditya's question. So can you please explain once again the distributions of persons in different classes? Okay, Roshan is asking about Varnas, right? Yes. So, as I have already written it on the same page. So, Roshan, I think. So, Varnas were comprised, the society in the Vedic culture was comprising 4 Varnas, 4 Varna hote. So, these 4 Varnas are Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. हे 4 वर्ण. So, जरी हे 4 वर्ण असले तरी what I said, इन अ सेम फॅमिली, एकाच फॅमिलीमध्ये एकाच घरात हे चारीच्या चारही वर्ण असतील, म्हणजे आजच्या सारखे वर्ण किंवा मधल्या काळामध्ये समजा मॉडर्न इंडिया जिथं सुरू झाला, इंग्रज जेव्हा आले ऍक्च्युअली त्याच काळामध्ये आपल्याकडे ही सगळी दुही माजली गेली, राईट. सो दॅट वुड बी द केस यू कॅन कन्सिडर, राईट. एनिवे, सो in this particular case, you have the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. Fine. So this is what you can always consider about the 4 Varnas: Brahmana, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. So in these, Brahmanas are nothing but teachers. Kshatriyas you can consider as the rulers and administrators. Vaishyas, farmers, bankers, merchants, and Shudras, laborers. So these are the examples of these 4 Varnas. Now your question is that how these 4 Varnas have been divided, right? So that is the most important question or the point of concern. What is the base for having these 4 Varnas? So base for having these 4 Varnas is ability of an individual, right? And liking, right? So, lakhs of students give the NDA exams. Lakhs of students give the NDA exams. त्याच्यात एखाद्याला काय असतं, देऊन बघू, झालं तर झालं. That is what? Right. म्हणजे देऊन बघू. Is it liking? No. म्हणजे त्यांची ती मनापासून आवड आहे का? नाही. Those who have liking, they will always try to prepare for it. Right? They will always prepare for it. Now remaining 4 lakh. So remaining from remaining 4 lakhs, probably 2 lakhs may be having ability to crack that particular exam, maybe in the first attempt or second attempt. Still, there are some of the students who do not have that ability, right? See, whatever I'm saying, do not have ability means what? Within that duration. That doesn't mean forever you can't do it. Yes, you can do it, right? So in 10th, if you have started as like you have now done, so probably here you will be getting 3 different, probably you will be getting 2 chances of exams, but here you may get 3 years for your preparation, right? So probably you may get clear it maybe in the next, right? So ability, and liking. So ability of teaching, if you have ability of teaching, you can be in the Brahmanas, right? If you have some guts of administration, so you can be Kshatriyas. If you have a great interest in making money, so you will become merchant, right? Or you will become banker if you want to deal with that kind of business, then you will be in the form of Vaishya. And fine. So this is what you can, and therefore see, these Varnas were not hereditary. Again, later on, maybe say there was one Brahman, right? So son of Brahmana may be Shudra, or maybe Kshatriya, maybe Vaishya, maybe Brahmana, right? So it depends on. Fine. So this is on ability and liking. I hope, Roshan, you must have got this. So do we have French this year? Initially for the Indian history, that was further divided into ancient, medieval, and modern. So once we finish the Indian history, probably we have to learn for so many days, right? And probably around 1.5 years. So I will not just finish out first Indian history. Probably we may go for the world history as well.
Please
So
rejoin
world history.
again. Immediately I will open this session. Please rejoin again. Please rejoin again.
So,
I will open this session immediately. We have less than 1 minute, few seconds might be.